She was called world-class attractive woman. Although she doesn't have the appearance that would be considered extremely gorgeous, she had all the celebrities around her. The first daughter of US is her bestie. The Prime Minister of UK had a history with her, and even Putin had a scandal with her. Ambition and extra strength are two key words which remind people of her. In order to get her green card, she stepped in to get involved in her benefactor's marriage. She raised the company's share price by 36%, which helped her step into upper class. She got pregnant using her husband's frozen sperm, which enabled her owning a heritage of $2.68 trillion. Even now, she is already in her 50s with a wrinkled face. She is still stunning. Countless young men want to have a romantic relationship with her. Politicians and businessmen would love to get to know her. How did she turn into a super rich lady from a farm girl, where there are always men around her, even if she is not young and beautiful anymore? Today, let's get to know the cute rich guy's favorite, Deng Wendi. Deng was born in an ordinary family in Jinan, Shandong province. Both her parents are ordinary working people, so their income is tight. Deng's parents got some preference, thus they cared about Deng quite little. Thus, during her childhood, Deng was extremely insecure. She wanted to be loved and accepted. There's one dream started at this time in her heart. She wanted to be so outstanding that no one would ignore her. Having this idea, Deng tried her best and got into Guangzhou Medical College, where she got to know the first man of her life, Jack Cherry. Cherry was an American man at his 50s when he and his wife traveled to China. It was at this time the couple got to know Deng. For Cherry, this girl is hardworking and likable. The couple decided to sponsor Deng in her education until she graduated and treated her like their own daughter. For anyone who knew about this, they would be touched by the couple's generous gesture and believed Deng would repay their kindness. To people's surprise, Deng had an ambiguous relationship with Cherry. Deng moved in with the Cherry family in California. Soon after her arrival, the Cherry's marriage began to sour. Deng married Jack Cherry afterwards. You think Deng's final goal is just to go abroad? It was more than that. They divorced 2 years later, by which point Deng had secured a green card to live and work in the US. This success made Deng realize what she can accomplish using the men around her. Afterwards, she started her legend and her stories with men. This woman, who leaped out of her seat and subsequently swept at the attacker, is the world-class sting operator. Her sweep did not only bring her husband's corpse back to life, but also won her husband's heart. Deng had a bold investment in 1996. She bought herself a first-class air ticket to Hong Kong, which was obviously for meeting celebrities. In fact, she did it. Deng got to know a board member of News Corp on the airplane, who offered her a job in Star TV. At a dinner party, she sprinkled red wine on News Corp boss, Rupert Murdoch, and got to know him. 2 years later, soon after Murdoch divorced his wife, they got married. Many people might think Deng as a joke. After all, Murdoch is 37 years older than her. No matter how wealthy Murdoch might seem, she shouldn't have risked her lifetime happiness. However, don't underestimate Deng's ambition. You think she just wanted to be a trophy wife? Definitely not. Everything she did, including any affair with men, was just to build her own kingdom. Soon after marriage, the News Corp telephone taping scandal was revealed, which caused popular indignation. During the press conference, Deng leaped out of her seat when an activist attempted to smear her husband's face with cream. She not only stopped the man from attacking her husband, but also gave her a sweep. Soon after this, not only did Murdoch's company survive the biggest crisis ever, but also the company's share price raised. Still, Deng was the biggest winner. She won Murdoch's trust as well as getting rid of the image as a gold digger. She even got famous overnight. Countless celebrities wanted to be her friend, including the first daughter of US, Ivanka Trump. However, Deng wanted more than just these accomplishments. Although she had connections and social status, she needed money. She and Murdoch had a prenuptial agreement, which declared that if Deng doesn't have any child in this marriage, she should not have the right to inherit any legacy. After all, Murdoch was already old at the time, which made a childbirth seem impossible. Thus, Deng spent years thinking about how to accomplish Mission Impossible. Is it possible for a man in his 80s having his newborn child? Super ambitious woman Deng would tell you nothing is impossible. In 2001, Deng gave birth to her daughter Grace using frozen sperm from Murdoch. 2 years later, they had Chloe. Murdoch was more than happy. He gave the two kids $2.6 trillion upon their divorce. Ever since then, Deng is a super rich lady. She doesn't need any man to support her life. On the contrary, many men who longed for an upper-class life are chasing her. It was reported that Deng was in a relationship with a pianist who is 17 years younger than her. After that, she was seen having a romantic walk with a 27-year-old model by the seaside. Not only the young handsome boys are at her feet, several powerful politicians are also attracted by her. It is said that Prime Minister of UK Blair had a history with her. Even Putin had a scandal with her. Although these are gossips, but we can infer that Deng does have a mysterious charm. Nowadays, Deng lives a wonderful life. She goes to yacht parties, has social life with celebrities. When she's free, she posts Instagram pictures and responds the comments from her followers. From some people's point of view, getting successful through marriage and men are acceptable, but from a certain perspective, Wendi Deng also has a lot of advantages. She is just like a ball full of strings, with an unusual mind and ability. She can always set a clear goal. When encountered difficulties, she never flinches. Her way to success may be seen as shameless for some people, but it is undeniable that she is a charming woman. Wonder what you guys think of Deng's way to success? Please leave your comments. Hey, this is Celebrity Files channel. Follow us and get to know the life story of a celebrity every day. We dedicate ourselves into bringing fun content every day. Please like, share, and save our videos.